what was his stand called? His stand, Oklahoma, a humanoid version of it.
Joseph's.
Yeah, you know, Joseph Joestar.
Yeah.
So what it can do and all that.
It's 3 o'clock for you guys, right?
Hi, Cowlis.
Hey, buds, how's it going?
Ah,
I just got done with my bot match.
here we go.
Okay, I got my notebook right here so I can write shit.
Alright.
Oh, sorry. How are you, Cowlis?
Oh, I'm okay, just losing a lung.
Oh, no.
Thank God I've got 2 more.
Wait a second.
Don't look in the freezer.
Is this a spare he has?
What, you guys
Yeah.
don't keep spare parts?
No,
They're laying around in the alleys if you go look at night.
I mean, I do have a.
You just gotta catch them first.
Kalis, I do have.
You put
I
a
do have
40 ounce in a
spare-
cardboard box with a stick and a rope.
I do have a spare parts, Kalis, but he's in California right now.
Oh, yeah, that is actually doubly true for you guys,
Pulls
isn't
out
it?
shotgun.
Yeah, who's gonna kill who for the body parts here? Or no, Lionel just take Dungeon's face like that movie Face Off.
Oh my god, please no.
So wait, which one of us is Travolta and the other one?
I don't fucking know. You're supposed to yell, stop talking about Face Off. You know the joke.
Oh, it's
You're
Nicholas
gonna have an
Cage.
actual face-off.
Ah.
Oh, God.
It's just a stupid idea if you think about it. Like, why would you trade your face with a criminal master? For the sake of like, oh, hey, just infiltrate the... But what if the asshole escapes out of prison and uses my face to ruin my
Be right
invitation?
back. Gotta wash my hands.
We'll be here.
That won't happen. Totally happens in the film.
I have never seen the film.
I don't think anyone past the age, anyone who's been born past the time when the movie did come out and have relevancy, actually seen the film. Because like, everyone these days seeing the June Competition thing, but no one's really seen the original, the thing from outer space, the black and white film.
Yeah, cheerleader decided to explode on me.
Oof. Oofda. Let me put this. Actually, this J-pop's not bad, but.
Just for psychology can catch up. So I was laughing in the general, like you see it here on the disc. Hold on, I gotta timestamp the thing here on Discord. Hold on.
No, that's not what I wanted.
There we go. There we go. It's timestamped. So, Carlos, I'm laughing at this contrast here. You see it, right? All right, he went to wash his hands.
No, he's here. I thought he came back.
Yeah, no, I'm back. What,
So
can you
you
guys
see-
not hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay.
Like you can see, happy family working at their bathhouse, and yet this kind of sinister music. And it gets so much funnier when you know the lyrics of that part.
Alright, gents. Are we ready for some overarms?
Yup.
Yeah.
Kalis?
Yeah, yeah.
Then, without further delay, welcome everybody back to some more glorious Overarms. If you're first time coming in here, Overarms is a roleplay system designed to incorporate themes from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, the anime, and from Persona.
Persona?
Persona, the video game franchise. The players are the following. We have Lance McKinley.
Yo.
Anima is his anima, which is like a stand, or if you know Persona better, like a personification of the person. His anima is God's Rockabye. How's Lance feeling about the Battle of Eternity?
We put ourselves in a fantasy arc.
That's how you feel?
Well, we were isekai, but we didn't get Mr. Truck song.
Puts the truck away. Yeah. Yeah.
Normally it would be you driving the truck into a Sugei Isekai.
Right? Next up, we have Alistair. Alistair
Kassan.
Yeah, Kassan. His anima is Showtime. How do you feel about the Battle of Eternity?
We may as well. We got ourselves into this mist. We may as well write it as far as we can. Who knows? We get lots of prizes after this. I know Lance could use the gold. I'm sure this will all help us get stronger so we can achieve our goals later on in this city.
Gotcha.
And he's also perpetually confounded by all the shit that goes on in this town. I mean, we had bratty kids using a video game themed anime to swindle people. There's his mom who has ice powers. It's a thing, all right.
Kalis is really just reconsidering all of his choices that led him to coming even to Caribbean, huh?
What?
Not Kalis. Alistair.
No, the Kinglet. No. Damn it! Father Falcone.
Yeah, no, and then last but not least, of course, Father Falcone himself, who's had some of the most interesting developments throughout Caribbean. His anima, Hell's Wrath. How do you feel about the Battle for Eternity? / the things that have currently been going on for you in Caribbean?
I worry about adding game mechanics onto a game where we're already hazy with the game mechanics.
Oh, I was just gonna mention I threw that shit away.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Other than that, fine. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm all down for a fantasy arc. I mean, you know that, what we've been talking about, but...
Yes.
There's only so much she can take, Captain.
Yeah,
you put too much on the bridge, she's gonna collapse. You're
Don't
gonna
worry.
get sued. It's gonna be a bad time. Unless you got those lawyers in Florida.
It's
No.
okay, it's okay, Father. We'll carry this bridge together.
So, quickly to go over everything, as
Lance
Kalis
breaks it.
mentioned, adding too much to it was right. I removed all the other functionality classes that you guys were getting as bonuses. You guys still get to keep the costumes, though. And the relics I provided...
Oh, see, I'll murder an entire town for a cool hat. I mean, look at TF2.
You guys still have the equipment that you were the relic equipment that you were given previously, and that still acts as abilities for you guys to attack through. The relic that you got, Kalis, was the staff, in order to cast magic.
Yeah.
The relic for Lon is the sword and shield because he wanted to go shield and sword.
Yeah,
Right,
sword and
Lon?
board.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's being Boros.
And if I'm correct, you wanted a bow and arrow, right, Alistair?
Yeah, I chose a bow and arrow when we got to choose. I became a ranger.
Hi. All right. So yeah, again, your aesthetics would would change to that of the class that you guys chose, but there is not going to be any bonus class abilities. but your relics still stay. Your relics will be the only things that upgrade. You guys can get new upgrades for it.
If I had more power, say more strength, I could become a Power Ranger.
Haha.
Uh,
I fucking
or better yet, you could become a fifth the ranger that's actually useful.
Ha, Lamau. With that being said, let's do a small recap now for everyone in the audience, including you guys, the players, about where we last left our characters off. Now, we had a whole lot of development happen before you guys got into the Battle of Eternity. So to quickly recap what happened there, Father Falcone got himself into the business of dealing with a man named Dimitri. He wanted to figure out how he got his business of dealing with a man named Dimitri after being asked politely by shit, I have his name on file. I should. If not here, then I have it written down. Oh god, I don't have it written down.
Darius, isn't it?
Yeah, Darius. By Darius Falcone. You were asked by Darius Falcone to go and get a prize. Go get a fragment of an orb.
Go get a rock.
Yeah, a rock. A rock fragment from the casino called the Last Chance, which so also happened to have Alistair's ring there as well. You met Dimitri. You decided to break the building down. The building was a little bit more resilient than we both thought, and it came all down together.
That fucking building was an anima user, let's be real. I fought the tower.
You fought the casino. You beat the casino. You know, surprisingly, most people can't say this, but you brought the house down on the casino.
I beat gambling guys.
I can't believe it.
Didn't Jesus once run into a gambling den and just kick the shit out of everyone? So I kind of did that just to the building and not the people.
Yeah, and thankfully...
Well, listen, if you beat a sinner, they're just going to come back and sin later. You gotta destroy the den of sin, alright? It makes perfect sense.
Yeah, and thankfully, you ordered Mario and Luigi, the Marios...
No, they're the Mario brothers.
The Marios, yeah, they're the Marios brothers. Yeah, so Mario and Luiga. They were
legally distinct.
Legally distinct.
Yep, the legally distinct Mario brothers. Not bros. Brothers.
So, yeah, Mario and Luiga were able to help you escort everyone out safely, honestly. After bringing the building down, but Darius, quickly looking over it for some reason, Darius was also willing, Dimitri, the man who owned the building with his wife and his child, which come across later to realize that that's the same stand user the same child stand user from earlier. What's it called? Alistair and Lance came across. Dimitri at first was pretty upset, but then became pretty understood and became pretty okay with the whole situation real fast about having his casino dropped. He also revealed that he didn't.
I saved him a bonfire, alright?
No. He didn't even realize that he, He even revealed that he didn't even have the actual prizes on site. Or at least...
What a dick.
Not where people...
Bait and switch.
At least not where they thought they would find it. So, after the casino fell, walking down the street, appearing out from the Queen... what's it called? Princess Anna's Hotel, right? That's what I called it?
Yeah.
Yeah, Princess Anna's Hotel. Came out Alistair, Lance, and Xander.
Zector.
Huh?
His name was Zector.
Zector, thank you, Sector. Fucking Danny made me...
It's been a while since we did this, everybody.
Yeah. So, Zector is a new addition to the group that the players had met recently. Had revealed himself to be a cyborg created by a joint effort of both his personal creator and Professor Daniel Kaysen. So Zector is
and he said in this to prove himself.
Yep.
He won't quite get into it, but that's what he told Alistair.
Yep. And to prove himself, he wants to prove himself doing the battle for eternity. And that, my friends, is where we are now. As the players got together, signed up and registered for the battle for eternity, and was led into a large arena, the Man of Gold arena. Inside this large arena, laid out an adoring crowd waiting to see their champions fight in combat. The players, unknown to their own fate, come across a large wooden door frame and a door itself. The door itself was in the center of the arena with no walls near it and just hanging by itself. The door itself was adorned with 6 different iconologies as the players came across. Alistair was able to pick off some of the images off the doors and was able to put together images of creatures that he's never seen before across each of the larger images across the surface of the door. And as you guys approached the door as a group, it opened itself into a vast ball of vortex, sucking you guys into it. The world around you then explodes into an orb of dark matter, and then that picture book-esque environment began, where the environment was starting to be drawn in as you guys were walking. And whilst you maintained your 3-dimensional image, you guys were navigating this world as if you were on a pop-up book.
We Paper Mario now.
Yes, but you're not paper. You're still human. You're still 3-dimensional.
No, it's Papyrus Mario, alright? Papyrus Mario.
Ah.
You wanna get sued? That's how you get sued.
It's okay, just say we're in Bug Fables.
A pop-up, like I said, a pop-up book where you guys are still the only 3-dimensional images in this pop-up book. Even the guild farm that you guys had chatted to previously, she is in the same field. She is
How can a 2-dimensional being comprehend a 3-dimensional being? We had this conversation.
Yes, I know. That's good.
We should look like some. We should look like some alien horrors to her. We're basically Lovecraftian, all right?
Yes.
Why?
Well, you're not wrong. As another detail that you guys might not remember too is that the surface and sky of where you're looking, every time you look outside of this 2-dimensional, oppressive dark sky, you can see the audience still, and they can see you clearly.
Oh, this feels like some kind of AI dungeon thing going on.
You guys had just completed...
everywhere.
Huh?
Nothing. Sorry, I meant to say something for real life, but I said it in his voice.
Ah, gotcha. You guys had just completed one of the 4 missions that were left on a mission board for you within the guild hall.
We killed some orcs.
Yep, in a town. You guys were able to successfully save the town of... Hold on.
Simple Town. And we saved the simpletons.
No. You saved the town. Hold on. Sorry, I just didn't get the name right. Yeah, Camperbell. You guys saved the town of Camperbell.
I didn't see much bells ring the bell.
I know that we chose for a second mission to go explore forests. It's a little bit later because we knew that the more we did these, the remaining quests would get harder.
Yep.
Yeah,
that was a key feature of it. Yep. You guys also did not get your reward for completing the last mission, but you guys didn't also choose what you wanted. You guys have the following choices when it comes to your reward. You guys may choose to have one player's weapon get an upgrade. The upgrade then has to be chosen by the player. Or you guys can get new equipment, being a new relic, or new armor. So there are three
I
choices.
swear
An upgrade,
I
weapon, or armor.
I know what I did. I did the gambling thing. I got plus 10 HP for myself.
Yes, that's
Temporary.
different. That's not what I'm talking about.
Okay, I'm just
Yes.
I'm
What you're referring to is called push your luck, and that's every time you guys win, you guys can roll on a chart that I created in order to get either temporary buffs or debuffs between the rounds. You don't have to participate.
Yeah, but I'm gonna keep pushing my luck.
Okay, but that's not right now. We're talking about the
No,
rewards.
don't let him do that. He'll damn us all.
So what would you guys like to do? Would you guys like to give one of you guys weapons an upgrade, one of your relics? Would you like to get a new weapon, or would you like to get some armor?
I remember last time I picked up a greatsword. What does that do on its own?
I don't recall you picking up a greatsword. I'm sorry.
Because I wrote that. I see my notes for that day. I see greatsword.
Was it like an orc great sword?
Maybe I misspoke. The reward was supposed to. If you guys chose the relic weapon, then the weapon was supposed to be a flaming battle axe.
Oh, we'll just retcon it then.
So if it's a long sword, yeah, just retcon it to a battle axe. But it's supposed to be so you guys chose the reward for the battle axe, the weapon. So.
And you gave it to me because I had no melee options, just in case I run out of arrows.
That's fine.
Wait, I thought you still had. Wait, we lost our relics. That's why.
Yeah, you don't have.
Yeah, maybe it shouldn't be dependent on the relics, eh?
Father, please have some mercy. It's not his fault that he had.
No. You're asking an Irish Catholic to have mercy, my boy. No, alright, no.
Well,
please, Alistair does like the puppy eyes look on Falcone.
Listen, Father, I only asked because it was Al. Al's the one who needed the shiny, stabby katana, goddamn thing. I'm more than happy.
That failed. It didn't work.
I'm happy to get down.
And rolled a 1, too.
Get the ones out the way.
Yeah, no shit.
We don't want them to get the fuck out of here.
So, as you guys have selected the relic weapon, the guild marm goes underneath the counter for a bit and then pulls out a brilliant blue box that shimmers when you guys look at it. It's a 3-dimensional box, unlike her, which she is holding. She holds it up.
Act with it.
And the box opens and it reveals the flaming battle axe relic. The axe itself, it has, 2 bladed faces on left and right. The surface of the steel seems to be warped in some way that there is a constant stream of lava that perpetually goes through each of the crevices of the blade. The handle itself seems to be fashioned by some level of actual rock, obsidian perhaps, if you guys can assume. And at the very end is a large counterweight metal, black orbish ore that kind of held the whole image of the battle axe in hand together.
Oh, sick executioner.
And I'm going to.
Alright. Miss Gildaham, can we see the odds of what's in the box so we can see what else we're going to get?
I'm sorry, what was that? Would you like to know?
Like the odds. There's got to be other weapons up in that box, Like, what were the odds of us pulling something else out of that box?
All rewards and items are predetermined.
Well, yeah, we know how a gacha system works. We just want to know what's in the gacha system.
She looks kind of confused for a second and then goes, I think you're trying to ask what you could get from these chests, and I think I understand that, and I'm not too sure. She looks at the...
Too much depth to our idea, huh?
These are predetermined rewards.
She might be a robot.
I'm just meant to give it to you if you pass. I don't know where I got these from either. She looks really nervous. I'm sorry.
Okay, what are the other quests we gotta do?
You guys look back at the... Again, as you guys move, right? Every step you take just moves like a paper underneath you. And you guys slide, almost like slide across a two-dimensional plane over towards the mission board. You would see... Go ahead.
I was just everyone else is walking, only Lance decides just to do the moonwalk.
You do the moonwalk without breaking a sweat. It looks just like this real thing. So the remaining quests that you guys have on the quest board are Kobolds in the Cave, a highway, what's it called? A Day in the Highway, and Lost in the Forest.
I think we agreed to do the kobolds.
You're going to something in the forest, yeah. That's what we agreed on last time.
Yeah, I recall that you guys talked about going to the forest. But of course, you guys can change your mind.
What do you guys think? I still think we should do it because I feel that's going to be the hardest thing if we save it for last.
I was considering like we do kobolds in the cave because think of it like this. If we do kobolds in the cave last, it could be more than just kobolds in there. It could be like a mountain floor with the kobolds. Or the numbers of kobolds have drastically increased. Or worse yet, goblins. I hate goblins.
My argument for the forest set is that I assume we have to like, walk around the forest, and if we lose less, then it'll be a lot harder to navigate. With kobolds, you just have to fight and win.
Yeah, but
and we can do that with not a lot of problems.
Yeah, I understand that us fighting becomes second nature because of the party's orientation. But I'm also putting more worry about the kobolds in the cave getting larger numbers and a nuance of race. We don't have a means to actually heal ourselves. Nor we have anything to heal with like item-wise. And there doesn't seem to be anything like that coming in the near future. So if we're going to be fighting upon wave of wave to, battle nutrition, we probably would fail that final battle if we don't get the healing department anytime soon. And the worst thing we can do with the woods is that we just end up like in Lost Woods, a maze kind of thing. And at that point, we just have to play like every other Shin Megami Tensei game. You just got to make a map for yourself.
Water Temple intensifies.
No.
Just Lance just picks up like Al or Father Falcone at certain points and throws them at certain areas. She uses them to solve puzzle pieces.
Your answer to solve everything is just being violent towards those around you.
Yes, if you want to throw people, throw Falcone. He's sturdier.
I mean, like.
Oh wait, now who's grown tired of life and is trying to throw me?
Listen, you ever played Wind Waker and you had to do the escort quest to restore the Master Sword? You had to throw those two companions into us.
Can I remind you of a simple fox, Lance? It was just one of God's little fox. Well, it's more of a question, but it will remind you. Who turns into the 10-foot hell beast?
I don't know why you're reminding me, old man.
So who do you think's not getting thrown?
Lance looks around. What the hell are you talking about? We've been standing here, old man, quietly we're not standing here quietly looking at the board. Because we're talking out of character. This whole time.
Sorry, I had a ferret escape and I had to duck away.
No, you're fine, friend.
I don't mind indulging in like this weird little conversation. Well, Lance is like, what the hell did I do?
Why are you yelling at me again? What didn't you do, Lance? What didn't you do?
I decapitated a orc. Can't you just give me a fucking goddamn break?
No, we're Old Testament here.
You mean that the Okay, so we got like 3 quests to do. the highway, the mystery forest, and the kobolds in the cave. I'm worried most about the kobolds in the cave because it's a cave system and the kobolds and shit. The worst we can do
Goblins!
Yeah.
that's and like then like
Listen,
the second
the caves are easy to deal with. What we'll do is we'll gather some brush, we'll start a fire, and just use gentle magic to throw all the smoke in the cave and suffocate them.
how
What?
long will that? I mean, like, I guess if we can technically chop down the tree with like my sword and the axe.
Or, magic hellfire.
Yeah,
Or
but
the
we need something. We need to keep the fire going after you
Oh, listen,
set the
I
fire.
can't solve all the problems, all right? I'm sure there are plenty of villagers around.
I feel like starting forest fire is going to be a bad idea.
No.
Don't forget
no.
the environment that you guys are in. It seems like all the places you've been, including the town you just finished saving, have all been in 2D environments. The only times you've ever seen something that was 3D like you had been those orcs.
So you're telling me we couldn't even chop down the trees if we wanted?
No, but the book's made of paper. It'll burn.
You're talking about paper, and we're talking about a gigantic complex cave that we have no idea how big it actually is to try to suffocate them out.
Oh, they'll
I
come out.
guess-
Don't worry about that.
I guess at least in the forest you'll get some sort of light. So I'm starting to see why Lancer go. I'm starting to see why you go for the kobolds then. All right, I'll take. I guess I'll take the kobolds then because at least in the forest you have some visibility, or you can make some. With a cave, you kind of have no choice. All right, kobolds it is. What do you think, Falcone and Zector?
You mean someone else? That's not. Because remember we agreed not to call him by Falcone. We call him something else.
Ever since I got this ranger equipment, I've been thinking about falconry. No, my bad, Vincent.
Yeah, Vincent.
Oh, kobolds it is then.
Don't do what it is.
Zector,
Alright,
how do you feel?
Zector
Oi,
looks at you
yo.
guys. I think your assessment of the situation is accurate. By my calculations and parameters, whilst the missions do get to while the missions we've been told do get harder, it is wise to tackle the ones we feel might be the hardest to tackle later and tackle them now. Your assessment about attacking the cave is correct, and I agree with the final conclusion. I believe we have an 89.7% success rate now, due to choosing the cave choice now than later.
Mouth is the devil's back door into your life.
Oh, Gildown, do you have anything for cave spelunking, like torches or rope?
Nope, you're just fucked up.
Why would you even put the quest up if you don't supply it?
She
At
pulls
least
out 3
the
oil
fucking-
lanterns. Again, these 3 oil lanterns are 3D objects like you guys.
Wait, 3? But then today will be without a lantern because there's 4 of us here.
I only have supplies for 3 people.
I guess the game doesn't recognize that Xander is a fourth competitor.
Zector. And Zector shakes his head. It doesn't really. I am perfectly fine without being equipped. My eyes come with infrared and X-ray.
Okay, then just want to make sure accessibility is important.
He nods. Affirmative.
Does it come with Bluetooth?
Huh?
Does it come with
Ah.
Bluetooth?
I'm sorry, I can't catch the last thing you're asking.
I think it does it come with Bluetooth?
Witnessed.
I can't remember the
It's a
Viking.
joke.
I can't remember the Viking's name. The Bluetooth image is based off of.
Herald Bluetooth.
Yeah, there you go, Herald Bluetooth. Yeah, he uses Herald Bluetooth technology.
Amazing. Well, let's go fight some kobolds.
Lance picks up the lantern and puts it on his hip. I feel like a Castellano's. Wait, stick.
Sea bass.
Dun 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 dun. Hold on, I need to go.
Is
Once
there anything
anyone-
special about this axe can do? This flaming battle axe?
Every swing you do deals half of its damage into fire damage.
Oh wow!
Yeah, and the
Oh,
fire
sounds
damage
like-
is persistent.
Oh, it's
Nice.
like my 1-2 punch.
Let's begin.
Sorry, I'm just loading up the map for you guys.
No problem.
We did say kobolds, right?
Yeah.
Phenomenal. All right.
You know, because we're fighting kobolds. Hold on, I put something in like the lounge. Is it? Here in the music lounge.
As you're pulling that up for us in the music lounge, I'll set the scene for all of you. You guys take the mission off the board, and as you do so, your world begins to start swirling into itself. And then the world turns black before reinventing itself. And at first, you guys see large foliage of trees in front of you. Slowly but surely, in the center mass of these trees, in the far distance, I'd say about 120 feet away, there sits a large, black, open, cavernous cave entrance. And in front of it stands 2 red kobolds. Your mission, as you look over the paperwork that's been held in Alistair's hand, is to go into the cave and clear it out of all of the infestation.
All right, that sounds easy.
You are hired by. It seems like this penchment and paperwork has been signed by. What's it called? Hold on, sorry, I'm just trying to pin. The members of the Kawara clan seem to have signed you on for this mission.
The Kawa clan?
I'll write it down.
Raw Cow Clan.
Haha. Kawara.
Raw is cow.
Isn't that Japanese?
Okay, got it written down.
Yeah, so this mission seems to be sponsored by them. Okay, this is going to be the escalations of your next missions, and this is going to be the tutorial about how each of your missions are going to now be changing due to the difficulty change. You guys will now embark on making your choices before getting into the mission. Your choices before before getting into fights will either make your fight easier, harder, or just keep it neutral. Whatever your choices are, you'll have to make them before your engagement. However you do so is up to you guys entirely. Your mission objective is clear. All you need to do is clear out the cave. You see 2 kobold guards in front of you, and you're not familiar with how many more can be inside. Your mission does not tell you how many there are.
No, why would it be that kind enough to do that?
I think we can figure it out by ourselves.
I mean, sure, but how large are kobolds really goddamn big? Look at them. They're like, if you pick them up, if I picked one up right now, I'll pop its head off by mistake. They're like little huggable, plushy balls of meat.
Oh dear.
Zector crouches behind behind the tree that behind a tree. Despite it being a 2D object, it seems to lend some level of coverage as the kobolds don't notice him. He looks back at you guys and goes, "So how do we approach this situation?"
Well, I mean, Alistair's still got the bow and arrow.
Yeah, miss.
Zector points at Falcone's staff, and you do have magic.
Oh yeah, I know. Just let the boss shoot his arrows, alright?
I was gonna say like, what Alistair can do if he can open a portal for you to use your magic, and he can shoot the one that didn't get hit by the magic with his arrows, and I'll just try and then we'll just see what happens from now.
I wonder if you could use my portals to like reach the enemy side.
I was gonna say, why don't you flank him, Lance?
If you want to move up a little bit closer and open your portal, you can, Alistair. I'll just need you to make an agility check, which will be the equivalent of a sneak check.
Okay, let's roll it.
Alright, I'm looking for you to pass a 6.
Rolling for agility, right? Or is it... Wait,
Yep,
which stat?
Agility.
Okay.
Dexterity.
Wait, what's the... No, hold on.
You talking about his anima or himself?
Himself.
Okay, then you're looking for...
Dexterity.
Yeah,
Yeah, okay, so dexterity.
my bad.
No, you're fine.
Fingers crossed.
And of course, you can boost it if you'd like.
Yeah, let's do that.
Spend 1 AP.
So-
It's a junction.
Showtime, help me out here, please.
Help play out.
Showtime helps you by manifesting his energy and anima powers around your legs, and tries to help stifle the sound of your footsteps. Go ahead and roll for your what's it called, speed now? 9. Yep. And with your legs being suddenly energized, you're able to quiet your steps around and not cause as much commotion. Go ahead and move yourself up to medium range.
Okay.
And from here, you can create a portal if you like, which will cause you to spend another AP.
Yep, let's do it. I'll just subtract my AP to accommodate for it.
Okay.
You know, if I was using a muscular PC, I could have joked to Showtime. Showtime, I'm trying to sneak around, but I'm dummy thick. Like, how my ass keeps rolling the kobolds.
God damn it, Alistair.
Yes, this is anything he different.
And what happened?
Like, it says nothing, and he looks indifferent.
He looks... Lance shifts uncomfortably. Alright, so where would you want the first portal to go?
I want to say over here. Wait, hold on. Actually, what do you guys think? Should I go here or like here?
Wait, like you or him?
Yeah. So like where should I put the portal X so we can all hit them from a close range?
Like, if you want me to join in the hits, I would need to be here.
Okay. Because from here we can all hit them regardless. All right, I'll put it there.
I'll move it one down, don't worry. And then your other portal?
Our entrance? Since when? Now, so where to put our entrance? What do you guys think? Actually, no, I'm right here. I'm right fucking here.
Where?
What do you guys think? Should I put it right in front of me?
I was saying here.
Yeah, so that way we all didn't have to do collect stealth checks.
You know, yeah, it's right behind me. Have fun, you guys.
So as these portals open up, as the portal opens up between both kobolds, hold on. Need to pass it. Okay, both of them look like they haven't noticed the portal in between them. They're both just idly looking forward. not even aware of what's going on. Both of them holding spears. Who would like to go next?
Did we decide on turn order? Like, there's like just one first.
Yeah, there's not really a turnover order since we haven't actually started combat just yet. So, Alistair, as you already kind of went, it's up to either Falcone or Lance to go next.
Okay.
Yeah, it's more along the lines of like we're setting everything up so we can have a sudden bridge attack. You know, like everyone follows up with the attack.
Okay.
I mean, I think what I could do is just drag one of those kobolds out that position and just hold them, like, you know, by the throat or something.
Well, all right. You'll just need to walk down towards the portal actual. Diagonals don't count.
Okay, so Lance will go right here. He'll wait his action for waiting for a Falcone to cast a spell, and Lance will grab the other one that he didn't hit.
Okay, then to follow Falcone.
Well, they're kobolds, so they're probably immune to fire. Shouldn't do that.
I mean, the lizards, so it would be cold-blooded, wouldn't they?
Yeah, but kobolds have
You throw hexes out, friend. You can throw
Oh.
hexes in the form of either reducing. Well, you're always going to reduce HP no matter what, but you can reduce their damage output or their defense value.
Oh, let's reduce the defense value of the one Lance is gonna swing on.
It also, like, your attack still does damage, is what I'm getting at.
Oh. So what do I roll?
You want to roll? Okay.
Well, hit with a spell you usually have to, I believe.
Yes. Spend one AP in order to cast it. Then you're just going to make a dexterity. You're just going to, Shit. You could use your intelligence. Yeah, because your dexterity's 4. What's your intelligence?
6.
Yeah. Okay, well, 2. That's 5. Yeah, I'd say a 5 would hit. Which of the kobolds do you want to hit? The top one or the bottom one?
Top one.
Okay. Now go ahead and roll me. Roll me another 1d6 for damage.
Tree.
3. So you did 6 damage in total. Well, that's not how it works. And minus. Here we go. And then I need that icon. Here we go. Shield broke. Now his armor's quote broken. He takes double damage.
Nice.
Lance, as your reaction, you go ahead and you attempt to grab the other kobold. So what ends up happening is that Falcone raises his staff and with his stave and with a quick swish of his hand and sending his anima energy up into the staff, he hurls a dark and black fire, eldritch blast that crescents across the air, leaving a kind of like bewitching howling noise behind it, almost like a banshee howling banshee howling. It sings through the air, hits through the portal, hits the kobold in its chest, and as it hits the kobold, its scales turn from red to a darker color red, and it seems like the impression of that bolt has weakened its overall fortitude, as the kobold looks visually distressed and different. Go ahead, Lance, make a power.
Now let me just give me a second. I just gotta make sure what my stats look like, just in case I throw. Alright.
A 10.
A 10.
Yeah, that's enough for you to grab the cobalt. Lance reaches his hand in, and he does the comical thing where he looks away, like with his tongue still out, like, come on, and grabs the cobalt by the back of its neck. You grip it so hard, you can feel like the bones. You can tell this thing's alive because you can feel its bones kind of like move and shift underneath the weight of your strength.
Okay, come on. That's what. Come on. Don't struggle now. You gotta pull you in.
Oh, you want to pull it in?
Yeah.
What's your objective here?
I was trying to drag it from that spot to our spot.
Just break its fucking neck.
Fine.
I'm not going to interrogate a damn thing.
Hey, I don't.
You
we
pull
don't
it
know
through
this.
the portal.
What?
As you do, it's fucking freaking out as you're holding it in place, attempting to try to figure out what the fuck just happened to it.
Question: can we actually interrogate the cobalt to find out where its rest or its pack are?
Can it even speak English?
That's
It's
the only
common.
thing. That's the only thing I got. That's the only answer I got to respond with. Can it speak English?
Fine. Blink twice if you can speak English.
It tries to bite your hand.
Oh, that's it. No. Like, you know, like you're trying to like Les is trying to wiggle it to stop him from doing it. Instead, he accidentally just like, shit. My muscles are too big. It closed its way.
Well, it'd take a lot more for you to kill it. You'd have to make another roll if you wanted to try to kill it whilst in grapple.
I would imagine this grapple attack would be an advantage.
Well, we're not gonna work. You can't do it right now. Right now, you're only holding this cobalt in place. Zector is the last one to take his turn, but he looks kind of concerned. Do you want me to? And he produces a blade from his right arm. Pshing! Put it out of its misery.
No. Zector, just get the other one that fell the fuck on him.
He looks at the portal and shoves his blade arm through it and attempts to stab the cobalt he sees through the reflection. Yeah, stabs it, he hits, and he deals... Well, he's able to deal 3 damage, unfortunately.
Hey, damage is still damage.
This cobalt he's like suddenly sick. He feels something stab him in the back. He tries to talk to his friend about it, but he's missing.
He got shot by something. His friend disappeared into the thin air. He's been looking for him, and then suddenly he gets stabbed in the chest. He hits on one knee. He starts crying out in pain.
Can we understand that as is he crying in any form of language, or
it's just like a wounded beast screaming in pain.
they don't speak English?
They don't speak English after he screams in pain. Okay, cool. Anyway, Cobalt's turn. The Cobalt you're grappling attempts to break out of your grasp.
Oh no, you don't.
Go ahead and make a strength roll check for me. Is that the second 10 in a row, too?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you hold him in place. He struggled, trying to bite you, but you, like, easily thrash him around a bit, and he ends up staying in place a little bit more. And the other Cobalt surprisingly readies its spear and tries to stab Alistair by using the portal.
Wait, you can see the blue?
Yep.
Rude, you're not supposed to use my portals. Those are for me and my friends only.
He swings he stabs into the portal and stabs the Cobalt you're captured instead because he rolled a 1. He deals. Hold on.
Oh,
he rolled max damage for he rolled max damage for a die. He rolled a 1 to
dude.
hit, and he rolled an 8 to deal damage.
Oh, dear God, they're killing each other. This is a madhouse.
Beautiful.
It's like they don't want anyone at all to be bullied to giving arms or something. Death before dishonor, they said.
I swear, I'm not trying to make this shit up.
Amazing.
Hold on, I'll even show you guys. I posted it in the Discord. I've been doing GM rolls just to make it on my, keep it on my end, but I don't like fluffing rolls.
Wow.
See the rolls on stream as well.
You shouldn't be able to see the GM rolls.
Yeah, I don't see only the player roles.
Huh? No, you can see the GM rolls on the stream.
Oh, I'm looking at my screen.
How do you see the GM? Oh, because my character player is still the GM. Son of a bitch! I gotta find a way around that. That's infuriating. Oh well. Thank you for letting me know, Lion.
Yeah, no problem.
Anyway, I'll fix that later, but I'll just go back to regularly letting you guys see the rolls, since you guys can see it on stream anyway. Yeah, so Kobold gets stabbed in chest. He took damage. The Kobold you're holding, Lance, he near dead. He very dead.
Oh, poor little rascal. I'll do the best thing I could. Lance slowly eases his grip, but uses his hand instead. Oh, don't worry, lad. I'm gonna give you the kind of best death I think you deserve. Death with your friends. And Lance begins ready to throw the kobold in his hands at the other kobold.
Yes.
As long as you guys don't want to do anything next, Lance, you can take the beginning of next turn and do that right now.
Yeah, hey,
Wait a minute.
you guys.
Can I open the green portal so that fucker will be launched at supersonic speed to the other kobold?
Reminder that it's only large enough for the small parts of intestines and bodily fluids to be thrown at such speeds. Those itself wouldn't be enough to wound, but you would cause mental damage beyond repair.
What, if you move blood fast, it becomes...
Oh yeah, I'm not arguing it can't become a projectile. I'm saying it won't do as much damage as you think it will. And then again, he is taking double damage, and the projectile is going to take double damage because.
Yeah, I'm holding on to the green portal idea. That sounds too powerful to use at the beginning like that. Throw it as normal.
We do got to control of mana. And Lance begins to ready up the bowling ball swing.
All right, go ahead and make a strength. And I'll even say this can be junction for strength and power.
So I'm gonna let me get my character sheet open so I can keep track of my stuff. Oh, good. So, good old. It's my. You always gotta keep track. So, 20, 10, and 2. Coins!
5's enough to hit. Go ahead and roll your power for damage, and then you're gonna multiply that by 2.
How is another 1D? Huh, did I roll that twice? Oh, that's really.
Son of a bitch, I did cut myself!
Oh, it is a 12. What the fuck?
What happened?
No, I cut myself, and Lion was trying to figure something out. But Lion, you.
Yeah, Go.
So Lance threw the kobold and dealt literally enough damage to kill both of them in a single throw.
So,
Amazing.
Imagine this. Lance is like winding up the swing. Just before he throws, he does a little bit of a tippy toe, and then full blow throw. And when he hits both, when both of them collide, you hear both the necks and skulls crack a bit. And as they're both lying down, you see above them double strike. Yes, I am the Bull Master.
Then you see some confetti around and cheering noises.
You hear the audience in the background from the arena cheer as they see you guys kill the 2 kobolds.
Right, I forgot they could watch us through some way. You know where Isekai is right now?
It's kind of weird to me to consider the idea that someone out there is had made a bet that we were going to die to these 2 kobolds, and he's probably booming at the idea that we survived.
All right. Now the entrance to the cave is open to you. You guys can continue into the cave if you like. Take your preparations, or do as what you need. Your mission objective is still the same. You need to finish killing out the rest of the kobolds.
Should we try doing the smoke them out idea?
I was being facetious, to be fair. Let's be fair. We're here for murder.
This mission calls for murder.
Literally, that's the requirement. It's not like a subdirective. It's the primary objective.
Zector looks around. Perhaps these were guards, and we can somehow set the alarm and cause them to come outside and kill them while they run into us.
I like that approach. You kill them one at a time, 2 at a time, whatever.
Yeah, but
slowly bring them to us.
Yeah, but that was always the question. What if they got treasure inside that cave? And what's
What, magic 2D treasure?
Hey, I don't fucking know.
No, dig up, alright? Dig up.
Ha. Zector shakes his head. Negative. I do not believe that there would be any treasure for us to bring from here.
Alright, fine. Let's just... Hey, you know what?
You're the lava lads.
Oh, I got an idea. We're gonna set the alarm off. Alistair, you open a portal. You open a portal, blue one, and then you open a green one, and above, we're gonna make a slushies out of these people.
Oh my goodness.
So once they start running towards the entrance, they'll fall into the trap. And then we're just gonna see a bunch of slushy.
Okay, I'm game. I'm more of this death smoothie.
Zector nods. War crimes do sound appropriate. However, we'll still need a follow-up plan afterward.
Well, that's even better. In case some of them even try to escape, I also can set the green portal above them. So any of them that don't escape can get hit by the remaining chunks of the ones who fall inside. Double whammy.
Incorrect. I do not believe that functionality will work the way you wish it to do.
Alright.
Proposal. We continue the blender idea. However, we need open portals first into cave and get some of us in behind. If the cave has some entrances we can use, perhaps we can flank the the attackers as they come out into the entrance. They don't know they're being attacked yet, as far as we know. Perhaps we can still get the element of surprise.
Well, I guess that will be me and Spencer over here to handle.
Oh, what's this weird shit? You got a mouse in your pocket, lad.
What? You act like you can't just turn to a hell beast. Oh, was that just you fucking planting about?
I'll be right back, boys. I need the chip.
I will eat you, alright? Besides, cave, confined space, big hell beast to the mouth.
Alright, fine.
Just crouching.
Crouching. The crouching demon.
Crouching demon, hidden fist.
Okay, now I'm just picturing House Wrath, but doing the Jack-O pose.
Alright, now
the crawling pose. You know the one, right?
Yes. Crouching demon, hidden cave.
BRB, gonna put something in the fridge.
Oh.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
And this year also giving Misha a pet. Oh,
We lose dungeon?
Nah.
Mm.
Alright, I'm back. I'm sorry. Hello?
No problem.
Yeah, I'm here.
You're surviving to some music.
Gotcha, gotcha. Is Lion still here too?
Yes, I'm here.
Alright. So, where I last left you guys off before I went to use the bathroom, you guys were deciding tactics. Zector suggested that one of you guys, or two of you, go into the cave just a little bit and act as a flank. So when the enemies come out, after they trip into Alistair's trap, they
Okay.
still are going to rush out instead of stay inside the cave. So that two of you guys can be flanking from the behind. Did you guys come up with anything else you wanted to do, or
So I know we're setting up this blender trap, and we also setting up Zector and Vincent to flank them just in case they survive or something.
yeah, that's
So yeah,
about.
I'm going for that plan.
Zector nods, looks at Lance. Come on, let's go then.
All right, all the way on behind you. I'm following on.
And for this intensive purposes, we move Lance and let's not Lance. Yeah, Lance and Zector off the map. Rearranging Alistair. Closing said portals real fast. Actually, me just move these tokens instead because I use them so often. And let me even make the green one too. Nope, I keep fucking forgetting when you're hovering over the ones that you're already working with. Anyway, Lance, as you and Zector make your way into the cave, you begin to start to see less and less inside the interior of the cave, but it is a large. It's not large enough for for someone like it's not large enough for Hell's Raft to take full form and be able to move around, but it's big enough and cozy enough that you're not bumping your head on the ceiling, but you're very damn near close to it. You know what I'm saying?
Just do the Jack O pose the whole time.
This entrance of the entrance of the cave is very smoothed out and very worked at. So it seems like these kobolds have been here for quite some time. Go ahead and make me a. I'm gonna start calling some of these dice rolls event dice, as there is no practical stat that can go with them. And I still want you to make a dice roll. And when I ask you for these, When I ask you for these, I'm going to start first using 1d10s. And then as your tasks get more difficult with higher DCs, we'll add more dice, higher dice rolls, or modifiers for other reasons. But for right now, Lance, you may roll a event dice of 1d10 in order to look for a suitable spot for you to hide.
It ain't.
Yeah, and it's perfect. You find a small cove that, in fact, large enough for both you and Zector to hide behind.
Nice.
Give me some roleplay line.
Oh, so
You see Zector looking around in the darkness. He isn't looking at you.
you found it yet? You found them yet? Oh,
Negative. I have not found anything yet.
I guess we're gonna wait till Alistair and Vincent finish up with the preparations and whatnot.
No, we're there. You guys are looking for a spot to hide.
We already found it.
No, he hasn't found one. He doesn't know you have. I'm asking you to give some roleplay.
Oh, exactly. I found a spot that's good enough for both of us over here.
He looks over and he sees the small spot in the cave that's like a small inlet of itself. Ah, perfect. This seems to fit our situation perfectly. Let me go back outside and inform the others. You stay in here.
Yeah, no problem. Lance does a bit of stretching. Great. Now we got to go wait and hang out a bit in the darkness.
Hello,
That's
darkness, my old friend.
Zector returns out to the outdoors and returns outside. Everything's complete. We have the bait inside the cave. We can now call the kobolds in. He looks at you guys. Are we ready?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. He looks around. We just have to find their alarm. If they had one. He looks around. Do you guys know? Have you seen anything? You guys may now make event roll dice to find this alarm system.
So are we going to use 1d10 dice to decide this?
Yep.
Okay, let's see.
You're looking to beat a 4.
Just click this D10 here, right? On the dice menu.
Yep. Loon, you were able to beat it. You were able to find at the very. It's not inside the cave. There is a series of small ropes that seem to be connected by rocks on the outside. After revealing a small rock pile, you see the handle for this kind of like makeshift security system.
Well, I think we found our alarm, everybody.
Great. I'm going to return back inside the cave with Lance and begin the ambush. When you give me only 10 seconds and then begin the attack.
Okay.
And Zector disappears back into the cave. Zector runs in, returns back to you, Lance, catches you stretching.
Oh.
Good, you're preparing yourself. We're ready for the fight.
That is ready.
And go ahead, Alistair, whenever you're ready.
Wait, who?
Well, Well, Vincent, are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, let's get these portals going. Showtime. It's time for you to enter stage again.
He appears right beside you. Again, instead of wearing his typical top hat attire, he now is wearing a Robin Hood-like attire.
Ready for your first acting role?
He gives you a solid nod as with his floating hands, he appears a bow and an arrow, like mimics yours. He pulls back on the string and gets ready to fire a portal arrow.
Wow. What tricks don't you know?
He winks. He
He's
awaits you to point
bluffing.
a target.
Oh. Hmm. Since we're debate, why not just in front of us? What do you think, Vincent? Like,
What was the full question? Sorry, trying to order dinner.
hmm. Since we're doing since we're baiting them, why don't you just put a port like right in front of us to start it off?
The idea, if I was got to gather it right, was to place it on the floor, so that way
Yeah.
they would fall onto it. The only
Yep.
issue is your portal is only big enough to probably catch one, but there are probably more than just one that come out for reinforcement. That one unfortunate person, though, is going to be the part of the trap that your guys are setting up, which is setting the portal on the floor, then the exit portal up in the air that falls into the green portal and creates the what's it called?
Nudity of death.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's placed in front of us. If not, Vince can just push them in here if necessary.
No worries. You place the orange portal in front of you. I just need to know where the exit portal will be exactly, because you can theoretically put the exit portal above them, so when one of them walks into it, the ones behind him get hit.
Yeah, let's do that.
And because I can't layer it correctly, this is to assume that the green portal is the what's it called? It's stacked underneath the blue portal. So when they go through the blue portal, they fall and hit the green portal.
Yeah.
All right. I helped you create a war crime.
Amazing.
All right. With your portal set, you're spending 2 AP in order to activate this. So no, you spend 3 AP because the green portal is 2 AP.
Yeah. So
So
subtracting my AP.
hey, am I streaming?
Nope. Steak and Shake got my order.
Damn it. Have I been streaming already?
I guess. I didn't get any notes.
Sweet. So I'm sorry. I just like waiting for that notification when I'm streaming. I'm sorry. So yeah, now with the trap set, all you need to do now, Alistair or Father Falcone, is pull the alarm.
I guess I'll do the honors since I found it.
Well, by all means.
Sarcastically, what does this do? And set off the alarm.
Ooh, what does this do? Alistair says. As you pull,
It'll be shame if I set it off.
as you pull the string, you see that the string, the series of as you pull the lever, it reveals a small string that gets pulled off from the sand on the ground. That string seems to pull itself into the cave, and both Zector, no, everyone can hear the sounds of bells ringing, except Zector and Lance can actually see the bells in the internal, hanging slightly above where their heads were, and they can see the small string of the bells leading inward into the cave. As you get deeper into the cave, though, it seems to get the height of the cave gets smaller and smaller. That to fit the kobolds who live there. There starts to, from Zector and Lance's perspective, they see torches start to be lit up from the interior. and they start to see like light and movement. Lance, you decide when you and Zector jump out from ambush.
We're gonna wait till like the first person gets like one of the kobolds get into the portal and gets shredded, and so me and Zector will force a couple more of them into the portal.
This is gonna be great. I love this. It's like Mortal Kombat fighting around the fucking fatality machine.
Yeah.
Alright. So you're holding your position. You begin to feel the ground shake just a little bit from the movement that's coming in from the interior of the cave system. On the outside, what's it called? As right after after Alistair pulled the string, you guys can start to see small lights coming from inside the cave. Vincent and Alistair.
Well, that's
Yeah?
probably not good.
Can you read the last bit again?
No, I was just saying that you're starting to see the kobolds in the cave react to the alarm.
And now our actors are running towards the stage just as we planned.
What's it called? What's his name? Showtime readies another arrow from an invisible quiver, and nervously gets himself ready to start firing.
Don't worry, Showtime, you got this. We got this.
Zector watches on with Lance as they begin to start seeing the first funneling of the kobolds coming from the interior.
Huh. I realized we should have bought like a fence post or something. Lance just kind of like keeps quiet with his flipping his sword and holding the shield to himself.
I would like you to roll event dice.
It's a 1d10, right?
Yep. The four kobolds make their way into the foyer of where you and Zector are hiding. A slight cough escapes Lance's lungs for just a brief moment. Yep, like that. It only catches the attention of one kobold. It looks perplexed for a second, stopping in its movement. But the other three don't seem at all perturbed or even caught what happened. The other three are marching forward and are ready with spears in their hand in order to engage whatever the foe is. They seem quite distressed, but are rushing forward. There's still movement coming from the back. There's still light movement. So it seems that there's more coming. How will Lance try to navigate this kobold catching on to where Zector and him might be hiding?
Lance materializes on God's walkabout. So uses it to slowly pick up a rock that's right there, some loose pieces of rock. Grab it slowly and then toss the rock towards the opening with the other kobolds.
All right. Go ahead and spend an AP.
Yeah, this will be a junction kind of thing.
Yeah, you already activated God's Rockabye to do it.
Let's see. String and rain, I guess. That's one thing. Anyway. No. Ooh, my range is bad. Come on. And then
14.
Maxwell, my.
You're able to throw and chuck a small debris of rock around you, at the entrance, closer to the entrance. I'd say even skidding right around here, this tile, catching this Cobalt's attention and reverting it back to the actual entrance of combat conflict. You're able to successfully reavert its attention back to the alarm that's going off.
That was too close.
Meanwhile, Alistair and Falcone, you can see the full 4 kobolds inside the cave. Well, now you can see them coming up from the cave and coming at you guys. They all have spears in hand. Before we roll for initiative, you have the preemptive turn.
I think I'll spend that to transform.
Then, my friend, you know what to say.
Oh, I'm gonna pass on saying the rhyme, brother. Let's just get this going.
Will do. And so you transform.
Mm.
4 square boy.
Big boy. I wonder if pretend he's
Yo,
just
no.
in the Jack Go pose this whole time.
You know that pose, man.
No, he's just T-posing.
I'm sorry, but it's just everywhere.
He's
I know,
not wrong.
but
The Jack O pose is everywhere.
I can't do much, so I might just ready an arrow just...
Will do. You ready yourself an arrow to prepare for your to prepare for whenever you feel like you want to take the first initiative shot. As Falcone speaks his rhyme and transforms into the hell beast next to Alistair, he readies an arrow and mimics the same positioning as. Hold on, just
That's showtime?
showtime. Yep. Trying to flip him correctly. There we go. So he's facing the right way. With that, the goal. We'll roll for initiative, speed, and dexterity for the 2 guys outside, which is Falcone and
Alistair. Rolling dex. Rolling speed.
6.
Oh, wow.
Nice. And a 7 from Falcone. Lance, you're still considered not in combat, so you will take a turn before combat or any other turns, until we get to you revealing yourself. But right now,
right.
Alistair, you guys already made your turns, kind of aware you were already waiting for action. So we're going to go to the kobolds right now for their actions, so that way we can follow an actual initiative. So the kobolds will make their moves in order to engage themselves with you guys as the attackers. They make their way from extreme range into medium range. They're getting closer into the trap. All the 4 kobolds pull out slings and begin to try to hurl it at individual target. 2 at what's it called? Falcone and 2 at Alistair. Roll 2d. None of those hit either Alistair. Alistair, as they pull up these slings and try to swing it and throw rocks at you, literally rocks, they fly and careen through the air, but sing near your head, but miss you entirely. And Falcone, the same business. These kobolds are throwing rocks and are just throwing them because they're terrified of both of you. Now going on to Alistair's turn. You're preparing yourself for an arrow shot. Would you like to take it?
Okay. Okay, one more time. My internet cut out there for a second.
No worries. I was just saying that all four kobolds pulled out slings to throw rocks at you guys, but they
And they
missed.
missed me.
Yeah, missed both of you. Now it's your turn, Alistair. You already had yourself preemptively ready for an arrow shot, so would you like to take that?
Yeah, I want to shoot one and have him stumble into the trap.
Well, that'll be kind of hard, seeing that the trap's in front of him, but we'll see what happens.
Oh, there. I guess I'll shoot one that isn't near the trap.
Okay, so just go ahead and point which one.
I guess I'll shoot this one
Gotcha.
since House Ruff has the two above covered.
Go ahead and make a dexterity and speed. Dexterity and power.
Okay.
And then we're going to add a bonus to this roll because you've waited to make this action and called it out.
So dexterity.
Yep.
And power. Oh my goodness.
And then you have a +3 for holding the action. So that's a 11, which hits the target. Go ahead and roll a 1d10 for me.
A 1d what?
1d10.
1d10 you said? I fell out at the last second. I think I heard a 1d10, so I'm gonna click it.
Yep, you're correct. And that adds a +3 to it, so 9, 10, 11. You did 11 points of damage.
Nice.
The arrow sinks through the air and pierces its heart right where it would, right a little bit higher than its heart. And it tumbles to the ground and it's forcing itself back onto its feet by mere fucking, adrenaline of, panic to fight back invaders, But it's basically at the death's door. The arrow stuck deep in its chest. Nice shot, Alistair. Now we go to Father Falcone. What would you like to do?
Oh, I suppose just reach forward and crush one with a big meaty punch.
I guess Misha wants to play too today.
Sweet. The only thing is they're out of your reach for you to grab.
Okay, how can I move closer?
Yeah, the cave isn't that small for you to them. I'm just trying to think about how I would do it in terms of the map.
It's kind of why I was against this grid system.
No, I actually I'm imagining it wrong. I keep imagining. Hold on, I'll make the rulers and show what I'm imagining. I keep forgetting that these two tiles, you're already occupying them. So that means these guys are in your grasp. These two guys are in your grasp, but you have to choose which of these two.
Top one.
Okay. You want to grab it?
Yeah. Or at least his little head.
Maybe go ahead and make a strength check. Strength and power. Yeah, that totally does. So this kobold is grappled by Hell's Wrath.
And I believe we get 2 actions a turn, yes?
Right, we usually do. Alistair, I missed that give you one more action. But go ahead. Yeah, you do have one more action.
And now crush his head.
Yeah, I can't. Power and strength check for damage. 6 damage. You crush portions of its upper body in your massive paw. It's still crying out and screaming in pain as you do so. It's not dead, but very halfway there to it. Another solid grab, another solid roll and damage like that, you're gonna kill it. It's like you're playing with your meal,
like a cat.
essentially. Alistair, go ahead and take a second action.
Let's just finish off this wounded bastard with a regular arrow.
Will do. Again, dexterity and power for accuracy.
Rolling deck. And now for power.
Yep, that hits. And go ahead and roll a 1d10 for wounding. Yep. I mean, the secondary arrow, it just flies into his throat, just to stop the the screaming or grunted pains it has. What is the sound it makes, and then drops to finally and collapses onto the ground dead.
Well, it's one way to ease its suffering.
All right, the kobolds make their turn. Oops. This kobold pulls himself into close range to try and act as a flanking against what's it called? The Hell's Wrath. Falls into the trap. Needless to say, I'm not even gonna make a roll or try to see if it would like die or die, dodge it or whatnot. It doesn't know that there was a trap there. It falls willingly into the orange portal, falling out of the blue portal and into the green portal. Alistair, you can spend 2 AP to redirect its death. Right now, it's just gonna fall down onto the ground and do no damage to anything. But because it's falling through a green portal, you can spend 2 AP and redirect where the chunks and gibbous will fly.
Drop it on this guy. He's been untouched. He needs to participate in the battle too.
Okay. I fucking hate that. He got close to the splash zone, so he needs to participate.
Acting AP.
Yep. And then all I need you to do then, actually no, you don't need to do anything, because he'll take the kobold's max HP as damage times 2, due to the fact that whenever things go through your portal, you get 2 times damage and ignore armor. Needless to say, the other kobold just explodes while getting hit by gibs of his other ally, being torn like a fucking blender. The last kobold's in your hand, Falcone.
Eat 'em.
And like a snack, you munch on him. Well, actually, hold on. Before you eat him, as we know, there's still sounds coming in from the cave from the behind you guys, from deeper in the cave. After the initial conflict and wave, there's a small pause in the violence. It is there after the first turn, which is now we're on turn 2. You guys will make roll for initiative, but you'll also see in the darkness of the cave what seems to be the last armed reinforcement. A kobold standing a little bit, wearing rusted armor across, having a small wooden shield, a wooden barrel for a shield, and a cruel-looking scimitar in his left hand. The other 2 kobolds are still equipped the same way with the wooden spears.
Okay, there's my dexterity and speed.
Will do, taking the notes for it. Falcone is a 5. Alistair is a 6. All right, Lance, you see the final sort of reinforcement coming in. What do you do?
I see the big one. I point towards the one that's more heavily armored. Oh, you see that one?
Zector nods.
On the count of 3, we jump him. Okay?
Zector nods. You guys, for your extensive purposes, Lance, you are right now in long range. In this lot, hold on. You and Zector are both hiding in long range. So you can pull out of hiding and attack whenever you like, and end on long range. to flank them. Okay.
Gotcha.
All right. So, will you do it before they move or after they move?
Lance will do it. Lance will do it after they move, but before the big guys attack.
Okay. Um.
Since we're having an onslaught here, I should link this music instead from Final Fantasy VI.
Big boy moves. 1, 2, and as trigger, he takes an action before as trigger from Lance's ambush. Lance activates before the action. His action gets interrupted before he takes it. Lance and Zector both ambush and attack.
That someone wishes he was ambush proof.
I hate you!
Me and Zector will shove with all of our strength the Cobalt, the big guy, into the portal.
Yeah, sure. As a surprise preemptive, you guys both pull out of the cover and begin rushing at the larger Cobalt, and then both shoulder tackle him, trying to move him. You only need to move him 5 square feet into the trap. So go ahead and make a strength check, which is also going to be accompanied by Zector strength check. The game says I'm rolling the dice still. Okay, I'll take the first result because that's what I was actually trying to wait for. 11. Yeah, that's enough to push him in. Alistair, once again, you have the option.
You could try to spray this on the last two.
Can only hit one target.
Oh, well, that sucks. Hey, if you take one out, then that's way more easier for us to handle.
First off, how is this guy doing? This guy was Hellstar's target, right? He was grappled by him.
Yeah, he's Hell's Wrath's target. He's being grappled.
I thought I ate him.
No, not yet. I was going to give you the option to, but right now he's watching helplessly as his reinforcement are getting slaughtered. I thought that was more appropriate.
It's just shitting itself, staring at all the carnage.
It's trying to resist, but it's like watching in fucking horror.
It also saw its commander pushed into a portal, and is now slowly turning into a pile of meat and bone.
Well, no, you have to think of it more as it's a static portal, right? As the Cobalt falls through it, whatever portions of that portal are only hold open is going to catch all parts of its body and transport perfectly through. The rest that didn't go through become the giblets that are underneath and fall into the crevice. What I'm suggesting is the small bits that do go through the portal become like bullets and fired at anybody else that Alistair, as long as he spends 2 AP, can redirect it at.
Let's hit this guy.
Which one?
This one right here, all the way in the back.
In the head, explodes.
Let me subtract my AP. Boom! Headshot.
And,
Alistair,
Alistair,
you'll have to spend 3 AP more at the start of your turn, or you'll have to close your portals.
You can close them, dude. Because this is the last wave of reinforcements.
All right then. I'm glad Operation Blender was a roaring success.
After Lance did the tackle and everything, Lance kind of points his sword at the other Cobalt. I threw that motherfucker in the other room before I even got in here.
Alistair, you have 2 actions. What would you like to do? No, 1 action. I'm sorry. You're closing the portals caused an action.
I want to move here and try to shoot this kobold.
Be my guest. Again, dexterity and power.
Okay.
Laughs in black speech.
Dex
A 9.
and power.
10, 11, 12. Yeah, that's perfect. Also, I'm looking at this picture. Pokemon Heart Gold for $250.
Fucking what? I'm sorry.
Yeah, Nintendo games such as Pokemon are expensive as fuck, straight due to the pandemic.
Pokemon Rumble Blast is $20. Pokemon Alpha Sapphire is $45. Pokemon Diamond version is $100. Who the fuck thinks I'm spending $100 for a fucking Diamond version?
Yeah, especially since the remake coming out in fucking November.
Sorry, I couldn't. I saw that and I was like, what? Go ahead,
But
roll.
yeah, welcome to Nintendo games. They're fucking stupid when it comes to buying them used.
Roll a 1d10 for me.
Yes, sir.
Sings through the air. You have that much. You take that much. An arrow shoots up his upper left shoulder, clips that cobalt. Yeah! Bleeding badly, but not dead. And Father Falcone, it's your turn.
And I'll throw the kobold in my hand at the other kobold.
Totally doable. Just roll me a, what is it? Strength and range. Or no, strength and dex. Strength and range. 9 hits, actually. Like, no shit hits. So,
God damn.
again, that means that so what ends up happening is the damage that whenever you guys throw shit at shit, I'm just gonna take their max HP, not their max HP, but their current HP. If it happens to be their max, then cool. But their current HP and be that the damage die thrown at the fucking same target. So Cobalt flies through the air, hits the other Cobalt, and both of them eat the same amount of damage, dying in contact of one another.
Go 2 for 1. Double kill.
The moment they hit each other, the skulls like broke.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how the audience reacted to the blender play.
They were losing their absolute shit. You can actually hear their cries of excitement, like getting louder and louder. Hell's Wrath transformation made the crowd lose their shit because they didn't see it coming. And seeing the kobolds explode in a visceral gore of being thrown at one another was entertaining, to say the least.
Watching me film that on their phone, upload to like YouTube. Titled "Kobolds Fucking Die."
He fucking died. The issue is now, the mission isn't completed because the last time you guys were whisked away after completing, the world disappeared. But your objective still hasn't changed. It seems like the warrior kobolds are defeated, but the cave needs to be finished.
It's time for us to do some cleanup then.
Zector looks concerned at Alistair. Are you sure you're able to continue attacking the kobolds knowing that their warriors are defeated?
What do you mean?
The only good kobold's a dead kobold.
Zector looks a little bit concerned. The mission from the guild specifically stated that we need to remove the kobolds.
And we remove these ones. We're gonna remove the other ones. What's the point?
Do we need to kill the other ones? Zector looks at Hell's Wrath.
Oh, I do not have it in me to speak in rhyme right now.
No, you're fine. You don't have to speak rhyme.
You'd say I turn back as soon as fighting's over too.
That's
To save
fine.
that gas. Wait.
Right over there, buddy. No, you're fine. You don't have to do the rhyming. So you transform back. But yeah, Zector would look at you, Vincent, and go, "Do we have
Well,
to?"
no, but it's a wee bit easier. You see, we could go in there and ask them to leave, and they say no. Then what we do? We can't get paid if they're still here, and they're not going to leave. So we put them to sleep.
Let's raise his hand. Oi, hear me out, lads. We just wipe out probably the goddamn leader. Points that towards whatever remains of the leader is. That was the leader over there. And that was like the last of the fighters. So my guess is whoever was left inside there are just regular regular people folk.
So
Oh, yeah,
honestly,
regular evil kobolds.
you want to scare off the remainders of the head warrior here?
You know, we could just collapse the cave entrance. Contact didn't say shit about keeping the cave intact.
I mean, Zector, I get what you're getting at, but we're in the game world. These kobolds aren't real, so.
But our actions are real, and as Vincent said, he is correct. The contract did not state we could not just simply cave the cave in. Correction, though, we need to remove the presence from the cave. If the contract wanted us to cave it in, we would have been told to do that immediately instead of fighting.
Lance, you're the murderer. You go in and deal with it.
All right, I guess so. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. We'll show the head. We'll interrogate them into leaving. If they don't leave, then we'll fight. How does that sound?
That sounds like something we can work with.
Is that okay with you, Zector?
Without response, he just simply walks over to the leader's head, chops it off mercilessly, and looks back behind you guys as he walks into the cave. Affirmative.
Oh, the little Tin Man's emotion actually a bit faulty, I think.
Hey, don't mock his
thing.
compassion.
You tried turning him on and off again.
Come on, Zector. Let's see if this proposal works.
You guys walk into the cave, and again, it's like larger as you're in as in when you enter, but it's designed to cave itself in like shorter and shorter. So the ceiling gets a little bit shorter, like lower and lower, to the point where some of you guys will have to like just crouch to get forward. But it eventually leads into a small hallway that leads into another room that has like the same sort of height that was the entrance. You can see 4 different sorts of tents, a small campfire, a series of boxes and storage areas, the sounds of chickens and wild animals, but of course nothing else. Signs of all that life is living here.
Zector, can I scan for them? Wait a minute. We have our lanterns. Can we use that to like shine? See if there's anybody hidden here?
You can use your lanterns to look around, and Zector looks with you guys and points at one of the tents after a couple of seconds. There are 4 of them hiding in that tent.
Well, let's go say hello then, shall we?
Oh yeah,
Nope.
say hello. We say hello to them with the heads of the leader and the phone ones.
Zector nods and follows you guys, and leads you all forward towards the tent that he's revealed. The tent is made of animal hide and is hung in a way that's more like the hide hangs off the ceiling and peers down onto the ground. And this tent is sort of shambled together by wood beams in order to make a small circular inline around the what's it called, the animal hide that droops from the ceiling downward. As Zector pulls back the animal hide, it reveals into the tent itself. There are small beds. There's some level of like like crafting area or something that the kobolds do in the corner over here, one corner. But it's clear on the right-hand corner. You guys can see smaller kobold children cuddled in the corner. There only seems to be 4 of them. They all seem terrified and holding themselves in fear.
Why do I hear goblins there?
Huh?
Nothing.
You any of you speak English?
They all notice that you guys have entered the cave. They've suddenly noticed that you guys are entered the tent and are all panicking visually and are terrified. Only one of them produces a small dagger in defense.
I said, do you any of you speak English?
Projector looks back at you, Alistair. I don't think they speak English.
Lance yelling at them louder and louder. Do you speak English? Isn't going to magically make them understand English.
Hold on. Do you English?
One of the kobold children jumps up. My boy, lad, if you just said it like that.
Well, if you said it just like that, my dear boy, you stop.
I wonder. Can I use my charisma to try and get them to calm down so they can like listen? You know, if they won't listen to words, just like point them away, like saying, "All right, just leave, and you can live for another day." I want to try convincing with
I think
my
that
charisma.
I think that requires everyone's effort, not only Alistair's. But what I can help you roll for would be like a group charisma check. If all of you were to just stand aside and let them walk out of give them entrance to leave the tent, I can let you guys make a charisma check as a group effort to try to show the kids.
Or we could just burn the tent down.
You could. I'm not stopping.
Let's leave the burning if this fails. Besides, let's do it for Zector. They did say we only have to get them out of the cave.
His next firmware update, he's gonna forget all about this.
Zector looks at you with the glare.
Hey. C-glare /no.
Pulls out a marker and puts the angry brows.
All right, they're magnetic, so we can move them around.
We're going to give Alistair. So all I need is everyone's compliance. Only Alistair will make the charisma check, and he'll make a reroll for each of the players in the group, if necessary.
Yeah, go for it.
We're not going to kill kids.
All right, Alistair. What is your charisma score?
I believe my max charisma is it's a 6.
Well, who has a higher score?
I wonder if Zector does, since he's who wants to do this.
I don't.
Zector has a 4.
I got an 8.
Lance?
All right.
I always forget that his charisma side and his dex is shit.
Lance?
Lance is at 6.
So that means it's probably Father Falcone who's going to be.
So it's up to me what we do with them, eh? Oh, look how the Lord has blessed me. Lance, got the torch.
No.
Well, that's also a way to be charismatic. You can light a torch and tell them they have 2 options: either stay in the tent or burn.
See, that's what we're doing, lads. Lance light the torch. They don't speak English, but I'm pretty sure they understand what I'm doing.
Go ahead and make a charisma check for me to be intimidating.
I have no problem.
Yes, a 1. That's what I wanted.
I was literally going to say you have rerolls too, but if you don't want to reroll.
No, I'll reroll. 5.
Can we keep going higher since we're all doing this?
Yeah, you can reroll again. You have 2 more.
6.
1 more.
No, he goes higher.
I guess we'll take the 6 then.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, 6 sounds good to me.
No, I'm sorry. You have to take the result as you took it. I should have said it
Well,
sooner, so I'll let you for now take the 6. Going forward, if you guys do...
we might want to slow down on the rules.
Yeah, that's why I said for now you'll take the 6. I should have said it sooner, which is exactly what I was saying. I'm sorry.
No problem. We'll keep it in mind.
Yep. So for the 6, yeah, I would say that's enough, plus the intimidating factor of you lighting a torch is just enough for the Kobold kids to get the picture and are realizing you're giving them either an option to burn the tent or run. They surprisingly take the option to run and begin to flee from the tent as fast as they can.
Hey, Lance, bet you I can nail one with the torch.
No.
Father, no. We worked hard for this resolution. Do not mess it up.
Well, we only messed up for you, but yeah, we're done here.
With that, you guys watch the children kobold flee from the small cavern entrance and flee from the cave and out of your sight. You don't see them leave the cave entrance because it's too far from you, but as they are leaving out of your line of sight, the world and the color around you begins to fade out as you guys have completed your objective. The world
Na, na,
returns.
na, 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 na.
Yep.
I always think that too.
You guys
Victor,
can
how
now
do you
choose
feel about the results?
results. You guys completed your objective. You beat the second portion of Battle for Eternity. You guys.
I'm asking him how he feels about how we solved this issue.
Oh, Zector?
Yeah.
I was willing to take the violent option, but I appreciate your efforts in making it going for the non-violent ones. Thank you.
You're welcome. But just to note, you already our actions are real, but our actions, what determines our characters, how is the actions we use on real living beings. Just wanted to tell you about that. You're not wrong for feeling the way you do.
He nods. I understand. Let's wrap things up by giving you guys the option for push. What's it called? Press your luck. Again, this
Press
is
your fate was what you called
yeah.
it.
Press your fate.
No hard pass.
A hard pass.
What do we need to roll for this again?
So, if you want to press your fate, you may roll an event dice for 1d10.
Gotcha. I can't remember what I rolled last time.
I'm really low on AP, so do you recommend, so can this event, if it goes well, actually restore some of it?
Not only could you restore some of it, but you can also get, there's a chance for you to get, what's it called? You can heal because your HP and AP do not heal between the rounds.
Okay. You know, I'll try it once. Let's press my fate.
Hold on, before you go, I'll let you know what the what could occur to you guys. You guys can get half HP, either healed or removed, and the same with your AP. You can get over armor, which means half of your max HP turns into armor that gets shoot out first before you take damage. You can get either restricted AP, which means you cannot use any AP anymore, or you can get a limited AP. I don't need to specify how that one works. You can have, what's it called? Double your relic effects, meaning all of the relic's abilities, including its damage rolls, are doubled. Or no weapons and armor. Those are some of the effects that you guys can roll.
Let me check my inventory.
But you gotta press your luck.
No, press your fate.
Oh, press your fate.
They still have our items from before we went into this challenge. I know we can't use our old relics, but what about our old items?
Neither.
Okay. Fuck it, I'm gonna press my luck because otherwise I don't want to run out of AP.
No worries, go right on ahead.
So what am I rolling?
A 1d10 dice, but one at a time. So, Alice, you're going first?
Rolling a 1d10, correct?
Yep.
My bad.
Go ahead and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Roll a 1d6 for me.
We lost line.
He'll be back.
So I rolled a 1d10. What next do you want me to roll?
1d6.
Okay, it gave me a 4.
All your relics have no effects. So all your relics lose their effects until the next combat after. So for the next combat, your flame axe does not do flame damage.
Oh dear. It could be worse.
Yep. Lance, you're next. Oh, is he still gone?
Yeah.
Mother.
Yeah.
I actually have cows unless he chooses not to press his luck.
Fate, but we'll see.
Yeah, he's not gonna do that. You know that. Don't lie to yourself.
Fair.
He's gonna double down.
I have eabiophobia. Oh shit! Oh fuck! Get it out! Fuck out
There
of
he
here!
is.
Oh yeah, something
Hello.
Race car.
All right, my food's about here, guys. I'll be right back.
Hi. We'll finish up the rest of the parts of this, Kalis. Don't worry. Lance, are you ready to press your fate?
Well, do I still keep my plus 10 HP after the round?
Yeah.
I technically didn't get hit once.
It's a round only buff, so no.
Ah, bings.
Will you roll?
I think this time.
Sorry?
I'm just gonna skip out on it. I'm gonna say no.
You sure?
I'm sure.
Hey Dungeon, can I re-roll my thing because of this tweet I saw here? I put it in the general Discord.
I can honor it once. Disadvantages may apply. I'm fucking screaming. Fine. Just for that alone. Fine. Go ahead and make a reroll. However, you have to accept the fate of this next set of dice. I cannot change it any further.
Okay.
Wait, what happened when he rolled? What he got?
He lost the effect of the flaming battle axe for one round of combat. Not like turning combat. I'm talking about like for an entire encounter. He can't the flaming battle axe won't do flaming damage.
No, you mean one of the missions? Yeah, I got you.
Yeah. So go right on ahead. Okay, and now roll a 1d6 again.
How's that?
All your relics gain double effects.
Beautiful.
Yeah. So
that's amazing. This fucking re-roll reversed my initial one.
yeah, that just got voided for you though. That's not happening again.
Oh man.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
Welcome back. Alistair, by spending a coupon, God, I feel like a fucking NPC. He spent a coupon and got a reroll.
It's in the Discord house, so you can see. I saw this tweet and I just could not help but share it.
And I'm such a sucker for something like that. So his reroll gave all of his relics double effect.
Oh shit.
Well, it looks like you're going to the front lines next battle.
So the last thing we need to decide is what would you guys like to do as a reward as you return back. Hold on. To the guild hall. Would you like an upgrade to one of your relics? Would you like to get another weapon, or would you like to get armor?
And it's only for one person, right?
Correct.
I got this axe last time, so I'll pass. You guys decide.
Well, we should get armor. What do you think?
I am good at dodging attacks. I don't know. I still want to hog all the rewards for myself.
You have an axe. You're fine on your own.
Yeah.
So, still need a response.
I say armor.
Sorry?
Armor.
For yourself?
No. It's
Falcone?
We shouldn't put all of our eggs in one basket.
Would you like armor? What would you like as a reward? Armor, weapon, or... I'm sorry, it's a group choice, so I'm trying to make sure... Does he speak for everybody?
Yeah, I'm saying whoever gets the reward should be anybody else because I got an axe. I don't and like how it said, the one that put all
Eggs in one basket. Perfectly fine. I got that. I just need to make sure what reward are you guys getting. If it's not going to you, I get that. I just need to know
okay.
the nature of which one.
I guess they're going for armor. What do you guys think?
If it's
Armor sounds fine to me.
okay, if it's going to be unanimously armor, then one of you guys can wear what's it called? Wyvern armor, like worm armor, a worm hide armor. So WYVM. I'm pronouncing it incorrectly.
Wyvern, no, that's right.
Okay.
A wyvern, wyvern, both work.
Wyvern armor. Well, wyvern hide plate. So it's got like rough scales that make up its armor and chest piece. You can even imagine it like Rathalos armor from Monster Hunter.
Fancy.
Yep. Who will wear this armor?
Hard pass.
So I guess it's going to Lance.
I would say, what is the almost benefits?
You're going to negate flat 2 damage of any incoming attack. So even if it gets past your personal defense, you then still negate 2 more damage.
Tank boy becomes tankier.
And you can, what's it called? Hold on, let me make sure I write these notes too. You also ignore, what's it called? Anything that, you ignore piercing effects.
Nice.
How does that sound like for an upgrade, Alliance?
Oh, that's not bad. Look at that. Nothing ain't gonna break me now.
As you slip onto the armor, right, and you put on the chest piece disappears to reveal your chest again.
What?
It's part of the fashion. They don't want to reveal it. They want your chest to be unrevealed.
Oh no, my chest piece is like clipping in my own short. Ah!
Everyone shame Lance for his wardrobe malfunction.
I mean, that's just worse.
This is developers and the damn desire to keep seeing clipping armor and weapons together. It doesn't make any damn sense.
And with that, gentlemen, thank you so much for your time today. As we've successfully completed.
Wait, hold up. Shouldn't we decide on our next mission before we call it?
Fair enough. I thought I was going to give you guys some time for that, but if you guys like to decide that before we wrap things up, you can totally do so. We have just the last 2 missions to choose from, which is the highway, the day in the highway, or the pack of the
forced delivery.
Yes. Well, not delivery not delivery in the forest, but like lost in the forest.
I think it's a better idea if we do the highway. Because because it feels like we're gonna get ambushed by bandits.
That
But
funeral.
But the forest is scary.
When isn't the any time we're gonna do the force? When will it be not scary?
Sooner than later?
Yeah.
All right, fine, but that means we just have to deal with bandits who are probably going to have like a giant cannon, an 18-pound, as you would say.
Giant robot.
Six giant robots.
Turns out we're on a feudal world. This has been BattleTech the entire time.
We're actually in the
Lance looks at the screen in disbelief. This is enhanced vision? We've been in BattleTech the entire time?
And they said you're like Goliath online. It's always has been.
No. Firehawk. So, it's
So
in
I
the
guess
forest
we're
with
doing
one
the
boys?
Well, it looks like
We can deal with highwaymen. It's the forest. Okay, a lot of shit can live in the forest. Like, I don't know, rust monsters, ghouls, werewolves, werebears,
Oh no, werewolves?
Yeah.
priests.
politicians.
Politicians.
Yeah, see, we got to deal with that now. You want to be in the forest at night with politicians with the chest armor revealing, huh?
It's okay. Most only get you people like Republicans. And oh wait, we are old enough to vote. Fuck.
Shit.
I just had to include that Ghost Stories quote from episode 1.
Oh, yeah, that shit's like, man, you're such a bitch.
Okay,
What you
Alice
say?
is the most
Oh,
feminine
I have
of
an
us.
itch.
What we're gonna do to lure off the politician in the force is we're gonna dress you up as a damsel in distress, and we'll send you in there. All right, Lance will be a couple hundred yards behind you. I'll take to the air, and as soon as the politician makes his move, Zector comes out and asks him to have a seat.
Oh. And I forgot one thing before we wrap this session up. As you guys would return back, you would find that there is a man with a long white beard sitting at the table at one of the guild areas. I'll get a portrait for him by the next session and whatnot. But he has a hovering title over his head that reads Gilfried, medic, traveler, merchant.
Ooh, a shopkeeper. Like we're all trying to figure out what to do next, and also we notice the guy at the table.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, travelers, wait a while and listen. I shall tell you the tales of Oblivion and Diablos.
Would you like some healing? You need to
We'll
have
fall
more
down a hole, Decker.
rubies.
I'm sorry, Alistair. Come back next time when you have a bit more. No, sorry.
Roger Cube.
Come back next time when you're a bit more ritual.
Wow.
I don't deal with no broke ass fools.
But with that, with the NPC in the table named Godfrey, you guys, we will come back next 2 weeks from now.
Correct.
Right.
Everyone, while the DM isn't looking, jump him and take his goddamn Jordans.
No, wait. I need those.
Jump him. Take his XP.
Holy shit. When the session ends and the players jump you for your XP.
I got a question. Since they linked that tweet, do Kalos and Lion get a free reroll next time as well?
No, they have to individually use it on their own usage.
Fair.
That's if they remember it for later. I hope you guys enjoyed this session. I know it wasn't. I know I know you guys have a lot of exterior things going on in over the city itself, and being tied into the Battle of Eternity has been, its own thing. But I hope I have been making it just as interesting for you guys to go through it, and I hope you guys are enjoying it. If there's ever anything I can do to make things easier, please let me know.
I do hope
Sure.
the passage of time isn't like 1-to-1.
No, time isn't 1-to-1.
Thank goodness.
By the way, in any case, you're not taking days to complete a mission. You're taking mere like minutes.
Huh?
It's like some hyperbolic time chamber shit.
Hyperbolic chamber.
I so love the blender idea we pulled off. Amazing.
Chef's kiss.
And then I just had to see that tweet online, and then I just couldn't help but share it. That was beautiful. It completely reversed a not too bad roll.
A not too bad roll into a fucking game changer roll, because now all your relics are doing double have the double effect. And it's going to be a forest with a flaming battle axe. That's going to be fun to deal with.
Ooh.
Oh no.
Only you can prevail. Oh no!
Callus, you typoed your name on your card.
No, that's what I wanted.
Oh.
The next time only you could. Oh God! Please no.